everyone! Welcome back to our channel. I am Clara.
And I am Leo. Welcome back, guys. Grab a cup of coffee or tea because today we are having a long, relaxing conversation.
Yes, today is a special extended episode. And Leo, speaking of coffee, you look like you really need one today. Are you okay?
I definitely need one. I am so tired today, Clara. I think I slept for 8 or 9 hours, but I don't feel rested at all. My brain was working all night because I had the craziest, most intense dreams.
Really? That is so interesting to me. I almost never remember my dreams. When I wake up, my mind is just completely blank. It feels like I close my eyes and 1 second later, the sun is shining and it is morning.
You are so lucky. Sometimes I wish I could just turn my brain off like a computer, but my mind is always creating these complex movies while I sleep.
Well, sleep is so important. We spend 1/3 of our lives sleeping. If you live for 90 years, you spend 30 years just sleeping. So today, let's talk about it. Let's discuss our sleep habits, the weird things our brains do at night, and what these crazy dreams actually mean. So, Leo, you said you had intense dreams last night. How do you remember them with so much detail? Most people forget their dreams the second they open their eyes.
That used to happen to me too, but I started doing something new recently. I started keeping a dream journal.
A dream journal? That sounds like a lot of work early in the morning. How do you do it?
It is actually very simple. I keep a small notebook and a pen right on the table next to my bed. The trick is, in the morning, the moment I wake up, before I look at my phone, before I talk to anyone, before I even get out of bed, I write down everything I remember, even if it's just one image or one feeling.
Wow, and does that actually help your memory?
It really works. If you practice doing that every day, your brain gets so much better at remembering. And it is hilarious to read the journal later in the afternoon. You read it and think, wow, my subconscious mind is completely crazy.
Give me an example. What did you write in your journal last night?
Okay, so last night I dreamed I was trying to play football with my friends, but the football was not a normal ball. It was a giant watermelon. And every time I tried to kick it, it was so heavy I couldn't move my legs.
A giant watermelon. That is hilarious. Your poor toes. You know, even though I don't remember all my random dreams, I do remember the stress ones, the anxiety dreams.
Oh, absolutely. Stress dreams are the worst. You wake up and your heart is beating so fast and you're sweating.
Yes. For example, I have this recurring dream. A recurring dream is one that happens again and again. In this dream, I am just talking to someone and suddenly all my teeth start falling out of my mouth.
Oh, the teeth dream. That is incredibly common. Psychologists say that dreaming about your teeth falling out usually means you're feeling insecure or you're worried about losing control in your real life.
That makes perfect sense. What about you? Do you have a recurring stress dream?
Yes. My ultimate stress dream is about exams. Even though I'm an adult now, I still have dreams where I walk into a university classroom. The professor hands me a final exam for like a marketing class or a sports management class. I look at the paper and I don't understand a single word. I didn't study and I'm going to fail.
That is a classic nightmare. The feeling of panic is so real. I think those dreams happen when we have a big project at work or when we're feeling overwhelmed with responsibilities. The brain uses the memory of school exams to process our adult stress.
Definitely. But you know what's scarier than a stress dream? Sleep paralysis. Have you ever experienced that?
Sleep paralysis? Oh my goodness, yes. It only happened to me once, but it was terrifying. For our friends listening, sleep paralysis is when your mind wakes up, but your body is still asleep.
Yes, it's a biological glitch. When we sleep, our brain paralyzes our muscles so we don't act out our dreams, but sometimes you wake up before the paralysis stops.
Exactly. I woke up in the middle of the night. I could open my eyes, I could see my bedroom, but I couldn't move my arms or my legs. I couldn't even speak. I tried to scream, but nothing came out. And you feel this heavy pressure on your chest.
It's the scariest feeling in the world. People in the past used to think it was ghosts or monsters sitting on them, but it's completely natural. It usually happens if you're extremely tired or if you have a bad sleep schedule.
I believe it. On a lighter note, do you ever talk in your sleep?
Oh, yes, somniloquy. My friends told me that when we go on vacation together, I have full conversations in my sleep. Sometimes I argue with people who aren't there. What about you?
Sometimes I laugh in my sleep. It actually wakes me up. I'll hear myself giggling at a joke in my dream, and then I open my eyes. It's very strange.
That is actually pretty cute. But let's talk about the best kind of dream. Have you ever had a dream where you suddenly knew you were dreaming?
Yes, a lucid dream. It's such a strange, amazing feeling. It's like you wake up inside your own mind, but the dream keeps going.
Exactly. You look around, you see the crazy things happening, and you say, wait a minute, this isn't real. I'm sleeping in my bed right now. And the moment you realize it's a dream, you become the director of the movie. You can control everything.
If I have a lucid dream, the very first thing I do is fly. I just jump up and I start flying over the city, over the ocean. It feels incredibly realistic. You can feel the wind on your face. You feel completely free.
Flying is the ultimate experience. I read that there are actually techniques to train yourself to have lucid dreams.
Really? How do you do that?
You have to do reality checks during the day. For example, every few hours you look at your hands and count your fingers, or you try to read the time on a clock. In the real world, your hands look normal, but in a dream, your brain cannot generate hands perfectly. If you look at your hands in a dream, you might have 7 fingers, or they look blurry.
That is fascinating. So if you build the habit of checking your hands during the day, you will eventually do it while you are sleeping.
Exactly. But of course, before you can have amazing lucid dreams, you need to actually get a good night's sleep. What is your nighttime routine, Clara?
I try to have good sleep hygiene. That means creating a calm environment before bed. I turn off all the bright lights in my house, I make a cup of hot chamomile tea, and I read a physical book. No screens allowed.
That is incredibly healthy. I struggle with that. Sometimes I play video games like Rainbow Six right before bed. The game is so intense, and the blue light from the television tricks my brain. My brain thinks it's still daytime.
Yes, blue light suppresses melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. You should try putting the controller away an hour before bed. Maybe listen to some acoustic music or a calm podcast.
You're right. I need to improve my habits. A good night's sleep changes your entire mood, your energy, and your focus for the next day.
It really does. Well, this was such a relaxing conversation, Leo. I think tonight I'm going to put a notebook next to my bed and try your dream journal idea.
You should, and we want to hear from everyone listening at home.
Yes, tell us in the comments in English, what is the weirdest dream you have ever had? Do you have recurring stress dreams about school or work?
Or have you ever experienced a lucid dream where you could fly? We love reading your stories.
Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel for more natural English conversations.
Thank you for hanging out with us today. Have a wonderful day and sweet dreams tonight. Bye-bye.
See you next time.